Hey YouTube, how are you guys? I know I've been going for a while. I just got off of work, so I'm a little rough around the edges. Please don't judge. You know I always come for a good time, not a long time. So, you know something, I want to talk to you guys because I'm just going to get straight into it. Every once in a while, we get a test or two, right? To test our growth, to test our spiritual growth, our mental growth, right? Our perseverance, our spiritual endurance, all of those different things. Every once in a while, you get a test to see where you are, to see if you've improved, you know. And there's a continuum, there's a scale between that. Sometimes we do better than other days, some days, not so good. I had that day today, and I was tested. And it came in the form of a coworker. That's right, it was a coworker. This person's character, this person's character is known to be very hostile, not professional, and they put me in a position where I had to bite back. I was holding it, holding it until I had to bite back. And I'm letting you know something right now. When you're being tested, you got to know when to hold and when to fold, right? And guess what? I had to fold on this hoe, okay? And when I say fold, I mean fold. Because the thing about it is, you have to realize that we are still human, right? We have feelings, we have emotions. We also have limits. And that's what people don't realize. We have limits, right? When thy cup runneth over, okay? Runneth over. Sometimes you spill a little. And I don't want you guys to get down on yourselves or beat yourself up when you come a little out of pocket. If you feel like you didn't quite pass that test, it's just a test. It's just a test to see where you are, right? And you have to take that situation as a learning lesson. So I'm going to speak for myself now. In this situation, this person threatened me. They were belligerent, very loud, disrespectful. And I held as long as I could, but then I had to deliver some of that disrespect back. Now, the thing about it is, when you going through with something like this, sometimes you have to let a person know, I am not the one. I am not the one. And in this situation, I had to do that. I had to let her know, you are not going to get away with this with me. Don't ever try it again. You better not never try it again, okay? Because the thing about it is, she thought that I was just going to sit back and let her disrespect me, right? Because the thing about it is, she's used to my character and how I usually am and my reputation as a very calm, very peaceful, very professional person. So because she was having a bad day, she said, oh, you know what? I'm going to come to work and I'm going to unleash the dragon on the first person that I feel I can get away with this. And guess what? I had to serve her a platter of her own meal. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And so I say all that to say this. Sometimes the test is for you to be quiet and remain peaceful. And sometimes the lesson in that test is for the other person, where you have to let them have it. And that is a lesson for them, that you cannot talk to everybody like you think you can talk to anybody. You understand? And I had to do that. And I don't feel bad about it. I feel like it was something that needed to be done on my behalf because of this person, and how I can tell that they have been trying to get there with me. And some people might say, oh, well, you let her win. You let her win. Okay, yeah, well, whatever. I don't feel that way. I feel like she needed to know that this is a bump that you are not going to just step over. This bump is going to make you trip and fall. Trust me. Then going to have a nerve to say, you don't want no smoke. I said, I don't want no smoke. No, you don't want the smoke. You don't know what smoke is, sweetheart. And I can tell you don't know what smoke is because you don't know me. You don't really know me. You are going by how I carry myself in a professional environment, but you don't really know me. You don't know where I have been in my life. You don't know the things that I had to fight myself out of. Literally. With my bare hands, mentally, spiritually, whatever. You don't know what I've been through. So for you to come at me and think that you could get away with that, right? The joke is on you because I served it right back. And so I just want you to know, sometimes the lesson in the test is for the other person, for you to give it to them raw, for you to give it to them like they gave it to you. Because one, they did it because they think they can, and they think that you're not going to stand up for yourself. They think you're not going to retaliate, right? That's why they had the courage, the balls to do it. That's why they felt so bold enough to come at you and disrespect you. A truck is going by. And so with that being said, I just wanted to put that out there. And if you ever get in a situation where there's people around, you want to make sure, okay? You want to make sure that you're being clear and concise in your words. Because what ended up happening is, while we were having this verbal altercation, the supervisor did walk up. And I let it be known. The reason that we are having this altercation is because you got nasty with me first. I never disrespected you or yelled at you. You caught an attitude with me and you completely disrespected me. That is why we're having this altercation, and I had to let that be known. So make sure you're also being aware of your surroundings, okay? Always try to stay self-aware and stay grounded as much as you can, okay? And so, I just had to share that piece. And with that being said, I love you. See ya. Bye. Until next time, I love you guys.